Well, good Friday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majewski back with you here in the North Georgia Majeski Studios with your weekend forecast update here on your May 29th, 2026. Hard to believe we're almost all the way through the month of May, getting ready to turn the calendar into June. And weekend, we're going to start off a little bit on the wet side, especially tonight going in toward tomorrow morning. I don't think it'll be a washout weekend. We still may have some rains into Sunday, and then we'll have to watch for maybe a complex of storms that may try to sneak in here sometime on Monday. I'll show you the latest model data on that here in just a second. Now, if you're new here to our YouTube channel and you live anywhere here across North Georgia, let me quickly introduce myself as your personal weatherman. I would love for you to hire me. I'm on a mission to build a professional 24-hour weather channel, and this is all about the numbers game. If you want to get the right sponsorships and advertisers to help you out. So please, if you could do me a favor, please subscribe to the channel. And more importantly, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're alerted on all future weather updates, as well as any potential live severe weather events that we do cover here when warranted. All right, let's go ahead and get into our update as we're looking at cloudy skies across North Georgia. Had a little sunshine earlier, but clouds have pretty much taken over as we've got a stationary boundary kind of strung up along the area, and we do have some rains also starting to fire off a little bit. There in Dahlonega, also looking at cloudy skies here for this afternoon as well, and coming down toward Lake Lanier, definitely a cloudy sky. So get ready for some wet weather. That'll be coming in for tonight as we go through the evening hours. Now, if you didn't see yesterday's drought index, I'm going to show this one more time. We had a substantial improvement here as the D3 and D4 levels dropped by some 22% in a week. That's very good. And I think we'll continue this trend of it going downward because it looks like the weather pattern is going to stay productive with more rains in the future, not only for this weekend, but also going into later in the month. So anyway, some good news on that front. So here's what we're currently seeing out there. Got a little bit of rain out there. Got a little thunder shower there over toward Floyd County there, and got some scattered showers up across northwest Georgia. Most everybody else is pretty quiet. Looks like the rain threat will be increasing as we go late afternoon into the evening hours and into the overnight period. That's the way the current forecast model trends are for the moment. And cloudy skies there. You clearly see we got some sort of boundary here kind of shifting through. There's an upper level feature back here, and we're pumping the moisture into Georgia. So with that happening and a little bit of fuel with a little bit of daytime heating, we're going to fire up some showers and thunderstorms here very shortly here. Now, there's the boundary. You clearly see where the showers and thunderstorms, a little heavier stuff starting to fire up in that zone right through there as temperatures this afternoon and mostly topping out into the 80s for highs today. And we're going to have to deal with a general thunderstorm threat pretty much all weekend long. So this is your day one outlook that covers today. We're going to have that, and we'll include for tomorrow as well, everybody there, and into Sunday. So although Sunday I think it'll be a little more scattered or isolated, so it shouldn't be too big of a washout weekend here. And I think the rain chances may favor more into early in the day on Saturday and not so much in the afternoon. So I'm going to show you the model data on that in just a second here to kind of get you a plan on that. So let's go ahead and get into that right now as we're going to be looking at the latest rapid refresh forecast model here. We're going to be looking at this, and we're going to be timing this through. Again, you kind of get an idea. Again, you saw that boundary there on that current condition right through here. And watch the little timestamp there in the upper right corner so we kind of go through this as we can see the storms firing up here for today and into tonight. Kind of a wet night, and then we'll fire up some more for tomorrow, although it doesn't look all that impressive here in the afternoon, really. It does not look as much of a coverage there. So I think the rainy weather in the morning, tapering off in the afternoon. Sunday on this model is not showing much of anything. I mean, it's staying pretty much, look, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we're pretty much dry now. The European model still showing something there, so we'll keep something in there just to be on the safe side, but Sunday's not looking all that bad. And then we'll turn our attention to Monday. We're getting into the time of year where we watch what we call MCSs, multicellular storms that can be severe. Watch what comes up here. Dropping down here, coming out of the Midwest, dropping right down into Alabama and kind of tweaking into parts of Georgia here, going into Monday evening. So we'll watch this closely throughout the weekend to see if this has a potential for some severe weather going into late in the day on Monday. But that's just something to keep a watchful eye on here as we go through the weekend. Now, again, depending on where these storms set up, there are going to be some gully washes in here, folks. We're talking an issue of maybe 1 to 2 inches into that zone very quickly. So some localized flooding still couldn't be ruled out here, as I posted on Facebook about the excessive flood areas here, especially going forward tonight with those storms kind of firing up. And then your morning lows, once again, pretty on the muggy side, 60s, around 70 degrees there to begin your morning. And then your daytime highs tomorrow, depending on the timing of showers and storms, obviously, kind of a mix of 70s and low 80s out there once again going into Saturday. So kind of holding the status quo there. All right, let's go take a look at your forecast maps. Again, I want you to watch that little timestamp there on top. The Weather Service puts this out for us here, and we're going to start on your Saturday morning. So what we got going on here, of course, we got this boundary coming there. We got a new front that's diving down this way. So we're going to eventually get some drier air, especially coming into Sunday and into next week. You're going to notice the humidity dropping down a bit. It's going to feel a little more comfortable outside there as we go into next week. But again, look what happens here as we go in through the weekend. So the rain chances taper off into the afternoon hours there. Sunday, the rain chance, I think, will be pretty low, 30-40% range. Look at that high there building. As again, we'll have some lower humidity kind of sneaking in here. And as we go into next week, so as we go into Monday, we got the other front coming on down in here. And Tuesday, I think we'll be fine. So Monday, we got to watch that complex of storms. So we'll keep the chance of storms there on Monday. Tuesday will clear out. Wednesday will be fine. And then the question marks will be on days 6 and 7, Thursday and Friday. Right now, I'm keeping it dry on Thursday with that high up to the northeast. And Friday, I'm putting a chance of rain back in the forecast. There is something we're going to watch here. The European model's been kind of showing this, especially on the overnight runs, of something kind of coming up in here and feeding back into the southeast here going into Thursday and Friday. So a little bit early. We'll wait and see on that. Again, not a tropical storm or depression. It's just some tropical moisture that's going to come out of the Gulf and kind of work inland there. So that can enhance our heavy rain potential going into next weekend. So we'll watch that very closely. Again, that's still a little bit ways off there. All right, so let's go look at your forecast here for tomorrow. 79-66 in Gainesville. Rain's likely. Looks like it favors tonight and into tomorrow morning. I don't know if it's going to continue. I don't think it's an all-day rain event, but high rain chance, yes, but not an all-day rain event. I don't see that happening here. So, again, overnight lows tonight, mostly in the 60s here to around 70 in the metro area, and then daytime highs here, kind of a mix of upper 70s and low 80s. Again, with some brief heavy rains, as we're going to see predominantly for tonight and maybe for some storms for tomorrow afternoon. And regionally looking like this, unsettled really kind of all across the southeast. You got 82 in Nashville, 89 in Jackson, Destin at 85 with some scattered storms, 85 at Savannah, and 80 over in Charlotte. All right, next 7 days, here we go. All right, so we got a chance of rain there on Sunday, only about 30%, really not bad. And then Monday, we'll watch and see what that complex of storms does. If we do get an MCS, again, that potential severe weather, the tracking of that will be critical, so we'll watch that closely. But Tuesday, Wednesday looking great. Look at those lows dropping down around 60. That's going to feel pretty good. And then we'll see what happens on Thursday and Friday. So we'll caveat that forecast. Next 5 days will pretty much set in stone. Now, with that all being said, with the rain threat coming in tonight and tomorrow, if you have not downloaded our free weather app, this is a great opportunity to do that. This is sponsored by our friends at Roof It Forward and Help Some Kids in Need. You know, it's a great company. They actually give proceeds to help some charities out there. You really should check them out, especially if you need a roof there. Again, there's the QR code there on the Apple Store up on top. And on the bottom, that's for you Android users there. Just go ahead and take a quick screenshot of that and download that weather app and make that part of your weather toolbox, okay? Anyway, that is y'all's weekend forecast update. Again, things moving right along. I am trying to build out that streaming channel right now, trying to figure out some technical issues here to try to make it work and make it look decent. I hope to get that up for you in the month of June, as well as our website. And, of course, we are very proud to have our new weather app exclusive sponsor here on board to help us out in that effort. All right, you guys take it easy, be good, stay safe, and don't forget, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so at this time. Hit that subscribe button. It's real easy. Don't cost you anything. Just hit it and make sure you hit that notification bell. All right, you guys take it easy, and we'll see you next week. You guys have a great and safe weekend. Bye-bye.